they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Gotta figure out this third down here. To throw is Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Bears looking like they'll have to punt. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo. And that ball is zipping all over the field.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Kelsey makes the catch. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Has his man. It's a Dunze. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Williams to throw on 1st. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Has a hole left, room to run. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Scott now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off and lick their wounds. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. Gets it. But there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Let's go. Another try following the sack. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Collects this at the 32. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando. Going on a bit of a speed run, it seems. We are flying past halftime and going right to the start of the 3rd quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Swift hauls it in. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here we go. Set. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He's on the move. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's been one of the players of this game. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. It's fielded at the 14. And he's out of bounds after some great work on that return. The Chiefs. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. First down, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Blitz coming for Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Hauls in this punt at the 8. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. He picks up... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
I don't need to.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs piling onto the scoreboard yet again. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, right at the 25 to end that return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check-down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, Piron. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Pressure comes, Williams. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Right back to Pacheco. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Play action, Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Bears about set for their next possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Swift. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Williams set to pass. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the sixth team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
The return game a weapon here as he picks up 27. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. First down throw, Mahomes. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it.
Yellow.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Kansas City! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. 4 step. And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Williams will look to throw. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes now. He put some juice on it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, there has been no answer to keep him out of the end zone, and they can't keep him out of the record books either. In one game.
And trust me, Kate, those defenders, they threw everything. Man, zone, press, off. They just could not stop him. He was on a mission, and it was a mission for the record books.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Looking for a target. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Williams to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's Williams. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. On now comes their punter. And this will come from just inside his end zone. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. Punt meets him at the 28. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Piron. Into the red zone. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown. The Chiefs running them out of the building. Wow, great stump there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
Here we go.
First down throw by Williams. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
Yellow.
It's Pacheco again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. Another drive coming up for this offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Williams. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now here's Williams. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Punting unit out now. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got this at the 27. Broke through the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Running is Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. And with that run, he's eclipsed Adrian Peterson's mark of 296 rushing yards. And with it, set a new single-game benchmark for what it means to run the football well. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Right up the gut. Has a lane inside the 35. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. Williams to throw on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The home team. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off play action. It's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelce. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's good for 7 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. This is Pacheco. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down from the red zone. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs are running them out of the building. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Their offense ready to take the field now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Williams. This finds Carter complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one gains 7. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Blitz coming for Williams. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him from the 46. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Williams set to pass. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Punt team on the field. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Play action, Mahomes. He beams one, deep right up. That's grabbed inside the 30. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense headed back to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Off the play fake, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the set. Komet brings it in. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Bears hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. Oh, stiff arm. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You're playing tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson, those elite guys, you just can't bring them down.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now Now this offense ready to head back out. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. Has the connection to Odunze. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Vacates quickly left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He'll get it at the 9. And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season, no sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Yellow.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Fire on these two. Fire on these two.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. For decades, Flipper Anderson's 1989 record has stood, and here, Brock, we've finally seen it beaten. He just topped 300. They're trying something here. They fake the spike. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Pacheco. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Chiefs are running them out of the building. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. The 6th time he's running in this game, and that ties the NFL record. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Pressure comes, Williams. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.